the plant wall consists of layers, so I have to take a couple layers of plants off the shelf and out in order to get to the ones that are in the window. And it's a good time to check for bugs, pull off dead leaves, take a good look, see what's going on, and a good thorough watering. These have to be soaked because they're balls. They're not in a pot. Peat moss wrapped in cocoa fiber, used old cocoa fiber. My mandeville. This is King Tut. King Tut is a very big plant now. I have lights on the top shelf facing down, and one of them fell off. So pulling plants out, and I think I might like it down there. I'm going to try it down there, and it does lead to watering the bottom shelf. Pretty avocado. Passion flowers are in the back. That's the purple one. It bloomed for probably 2 weeks after I brought it in. And this passion flower is Blue Star, and it blooms in the spring. Sometimes it'll throw out a bud in the winter, late winter. This is our, I won't say our newest tree, but it might be our newest tree. It's an olive tree. So the thing about bringing this to the sink is I have the hose. And then I have to be patient for it to drain. And by watering a whole shelf or shelves, it raises the humidity, which of course the plants like. Because I have so many plants in one area that after I water, you can feel the humidity go up. This is a propagation of the pussy willow and a graft. So I think the bottom's a weeping willow and the top is a pussy willow. It looks like the graft took. That is first aid tape, and I used wood glue, and I cut the pieces on an angle. All right, the bottom shelf's been reorganized, put back together, watered well, and I didn't like the top shelf when I put it back together, so I'm going to try these big pots here, the mandeville and one of my deck pot plants on the floor. See how that looks. Friendship plant given to us from a friend. These are crystals. They go downstairs, but she has some new cats that we found on the property. I hope we didn't accidentally take in somebody's cat, but situation is the cats are getting spayed, neutered, and the plants can't go back in the house. The ones that are in there, we don't know if they'll survive. We're trying. We've tried coffee, tried cinnamon, baking soda. Oh, I can't remember what else she said she tried to keep the cats out. I remember the coffee and the baking soda and the cinnamon because I did that part. I also put coffee grounds from last year old coffee grounds. I dried them out in a coffee can and I used them last year, and the rest of it went on my passion flowers. I've recently been reading because I had fruit out there. I'm still learning, as is most of us, about each particular plant. And anyway, coffee is good for them. And it keeps bugs away. Passion flower vines in the house are prone to spider mites. So I haven't seen any, does not mean they're not there. Diamond Frost Euphorbia is not something somebody would bring in, but it is one of my favorite plants, and we all individually decide what we care about and what we don't. Plants are going to lose leaves when you bring them in. That's the nature of the game. These begonias, I just fell in love with them this year. It's not something I normally winter in the house, but oh my gosh, I love them. You know what? My garden outside is going to die, and I just can't take it. So I'm just going to keep saving what I can save. Enjoying what I can enjoy. There we go. Now I have a little bit of room again. I put all the trees up here. These are all... most of them are hibiscus seeded trees from last year. So they're going on their second year. Should bloom. Definitely coming up. You know, the year changes in the middle of the winter. So do I want to say this year? Do I want to say next year? They're going to bloom. I'm so excited. I can't wait. No, it's a different one. But look at the babies on this beast. It is a $10 plant, but because I am not selling any plants, I am going to put this up for $5. I enjoy it, but you know, whatever. I get to keep it if nobody buys it, right? And nobody's buying anything. Okay, this is Robin signing off. I have to go clean the pond. It's nice out. 75 today.